everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. I see Melissa. I see Penny. Not sure who all is going to be joining me tonight. I had to look and make sure it is in fact Thursday. Welcome, welcome, welcome in everyone. I'm happy that you are all here. I'm not sure again who all is here. Say hello when you join in so I know that you are here. Hello, Michelle. Oh, Michelle, wasn't it incredible? It was incredible. Hello in Bridgeville. Hello, Brandon. It's a really, 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 really good movie. Really good movie. Yes, it is. All right. So I'll kind of say my hellos as everybody continues to join in. But tonight, we are again going to be using the Letters from Heaven collection to create some things. I'm not sure. I forgot to look before I got on today, but I'm not 100% certain if there are any inspiration boxes left or not. I can't remember. But if there aren't any inspiration boxes left, there should be some stamps left. I apologize. I did not look before I hopped on here. So let's go ahead and head down to the table. If you have not gotten your inspiration box already, that's okay. You can circle back and watch this later. We're going to be making 4 cards tonight. I think it's going to be pretty simple. I'm going to show you the kind of the simplistic way that we are going to go about it. We're going to do some coloring tonight. So if you all love, does not say sold out. Okay, so that means we have a couple left. Oh, thanks, Tracy Lee. Also, I will have some information. Will I go live tomorrow? I have to check. Wait until you see. Wait until you see the Black Friday info that I have to share with you. Penny, you're probably going to have to be on our Black Friday Zoom call. I'll have to let the girls, tell the girls to send you a link for the Black Friday Zoom call because you're going to need to be on top of everything as well for when we're live. I'm probably going to go live every day next week, to tell you the truth, because of the different things that are happening every day, and it's just a lot. But maybe we'll ask Penny to hop onto a Zoom call tomorrow with us to go over everything. That might be happening. So all right, let's go ahead and head down to the table. And oh wow, Christopher Allen, you got to turn your camera on, you silly goose. And let's talk about what we're going to use tonight. So we are going to be using the card panels that you are getting in your kit. These are now officially available for you to purchase separately. So if you purchase them separately, they will come in a 2-pack. And 2-pack with these just means that you will receive 4 cards. You will get 4 cards with the 2-pack. So I think that that's pretty cool. And again, if they come to you like this, where they have like they're printed on, well, I mean, this is, well, in the industry, so to speak, we would call this like an edge-to-edge print. So see how it's printed edge-to-edge. Now, of course, you will also see this in our pre-cut cards. But if they come to you like this, where you are cutting them apart, that just simply means that they are, in fact, not foilable. So with something like this, it's silly for us to make them foilable just because this is so flippin' detailed, right? I mean, aren't these beautiful? So what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to show you how you can go ahead and just take these panels and really zhuzh them up. So you can make them your own, make them, I don't know what the correct terminologies would be, but just kind of take them, color them, and, make this your piece. So each one, you can watercolor it, Melissa, but it's printed on our Perfect Blend paper. It's our 80-pound Perfect Blend paper. So although you can watercolor it, I would suggest you grabbing our watercolor panels to watercolor on. But of course, the sky's the limit, my friend. You can do, You can do whatever you would like. But I would say you're going to see probably a little bit of pilling with this, just because it's not on our watercolor paper. But there's still, I think, 2 or 3 spaces left for the watercolor class. So if anybody would be interested in learning about my watercolor techniques, then you can hop into that class, or just grab the panels. You can purchase the panels. Currently, the panels are available separately, so go ahead and grab them. So I'm going to be using the Olo markers, which we will begin carrying in 2025. We just finalized everything to be able to carry them, so I'm very excited about that. Yes, I'm so excited that they shipped, because it actually shipped early. So I'm just going to color in all of our areas at one time with the one color that we're using for that area, if that makes sense. So on all the panels, I'm going to color in all of the spots. That would be the color that I'm currently using. And that's going to make for kind of a quick coloring of everything, because we just want to add in, we're just looking to add in color. We don't want to over color this, because this is the star of the show is going to cut, because like, see how that, it looks very dark, but it's not in real life, I promise. For some reason, I need to balance I need to call my dear sweet Kathy Zilski and say, 911, I need your help balancing my lights. So we're going to go in and we're going to do a little green, because although it's snowing, or I mean, it doesn't actually even have to be snowing in this scene. It could very well have not snowed yet, so it's completely up to you. Create your own ending. They'll be sold currently. Well, what we just kind of signed on for is they will be sold in sets that I'm gonna pick out. So they're gonna be my most used colors. So like, if you're used to seeing me use different colors, like the colors that I'm using now, it will be kind of the rainbow that I currently use, because that's generally the number one question is, Christopher, what colors do you use? That's really what I get as my question constantly. So I think we're going to end up again doing my colors first, and then as we kind of adapt and figure out what colors everybody's looking for, we'll bring in some additional ones. But as it stands right now, we're starting with the colors that I use most, only because if you're watching me and we're creating together, generally, and again, this is a generalization based upon kind of what we've asked from everyone that's wanted the Olo markers, is you're going to want to use the ones that I'm using, because everyone's like, well, what color is that? What do I get to make it look exactly like you do? Now, obviously, I rarely want you to make it look exactly like what I'm doing, but I will tell you that it does at times make it a little bit easier, obviously. All right, so we are going to now, we're going to move on to our next one, okay? And I think for this house, I think I want to do some red. We're going to kind of mimic as if it's, it's some brick for this house here. And I'm sorry if you came here for some real elaborate technique-based things, because today that is not what it's about for me. Today I wanted to do some coloring, and you know me, I love my loosey-goosey coloring that really makes things stand out when we're creating. But I think that this will make things look really cool whenever we go on top, and we're going to add some, like I said before, we're going to add some different things to it to give it a little oomph, so to speak. To add a little dimension and character, if you will. So now for our mountains, I'm going to go in with a little bit of a teal color, because when the sun hits a mountaintop, is there really a certain color that it must be? I mean, I don't think so. I think it can be, you know, a multitude of colors. So I'm going to add in a little bit of purple too. The purple will be kind of at the top of them. But again, when you're looking at a mountain and the sun hits it, sorry, I need to move down a little bit, it could really be whatever, right? And the great thing is that these panels are done on our, I knew that was going to happen to this nib. Since it's printed on these panels here, you will find that you are going to be able to blend much, much easier. And don't worry, we are going to come in with some magic fairy dust and some, you'll see. It's going to be really, really cool. So again, we're going to pretend that these rocks are the same, kind of cut from the same boulders. So we'll add a little bit more of that color, and I just think it looks cool. I mean, it's really just playing around. We're just playing with color, and it's one of my favorite things to do, is to play around with color and really get some different techniques. And once you get your box, or if you get your panels, or if you purchase things separately, you'll be able to go in and do the same thing that I'm doing, just doing some gentle shading, and go back in, add a little bit of oomph to that. And you can even go in and add, you know, some color behind there to make it, to give it a little bit more dimension, but it's completely up to you. I, you know, worked with our illustrator to create these panels so that you could really do your own thing with it. That's the deal. We want you to, we're real big on creating your own ending here, if you haven't noticed. If you haven't caught on to that. I'm just going to go in with a little bit more blue. Sometimes you have to let it dry and then go back in and add a little bit more shading. But I mean, made just very simple, some beautiful, beautiful. Hello, Angel. Thank you so much to make some absolutely beautiful and very, very, very simple mountaintops. So for this one, I'm going to go in with my blue for the mountaintops. And again, it's completely up to you. We're going to pretend that the light is coming from here, this direction. I always feel like I should manufacture or sell some sort of a arrow that you can use when we're talking about light composition. We're going to talk a lot about light composition in my watercolor class, because watercolor is actually, and I think a lot of you know this that have been following me for a while, watercolor is my absolute favorite medium to color with. I love it. Give me watercolor all day, every day. Is what I say all the time. I would love to, if I could just watercolor all day. Oh, it would be beautiful for a memory book. Absolutely beautiful. So again, we're just, and the fun thing about these kind of sketchy little illustrations is you can go in And you can really, again, be very loosey-goosey and just have fun with the way that you color everything in. It does not need to be perfect. This type of illustration, gosh, you're so subtle. Oh no, I want you to create your own ending in everything you do. Because the thing is, it's if everybody's cards looked exactly the same, how boring would that be, right? I mean, I think it would be. I always encourage you to take what I do and just kind of put your own spin on it, because it makes it so simple and so easy at the end of the day, because then you're not holding yourself to a certain standard of like, oh my goodness, if I don't make it look exactly like that, then why am I even doing it? Like, no. You gotta create and make things that make you happy, or else you won't want to do it, right? I mean, I'm a big proponent of if it doesn't make you happy, you're not going to want to continue doing that craft. And it can be difficult, when we're making cards and we're watching people make cards and we're watching people make things, and the way that they do things and the way that we do things may be different, but as I've said multiple times, do your own thing. And don't worry, these trees, you may be saying, Christopher, those trees need snow. Don't you worry. We're going to give them snow in a moment. But in just, 20 minutes? Not even? I don't know when I got started coloring. We were able to get all of these panels completed. Now, you probably will take a little bit more time on yours, because I've already colored these several times as I was working with them, and as we've been, because I've luckily been able to play around with these panels for a while now, but you will kind of take your time and find the light, and there's some areas here you can see that are still grassy, and some areas that are definitely not grassy anymore. My only complaint, if I had to have a complaint about Olo markers, is the colors on the caps generally are a far cry from, like, this is this color and look at the cap. So you may say, Christopher, it's kind of cray-cray that you are going in constantly and double checking your colors, but it's because I have to. I don't have a choice. I wish I could remember what every color was or what every color looked like, but with the Olos, unfortunately, that is not always the case. And again, you just want to add in, because who's to say those aren't just thatched roofs? There may not even be snow here yet. That's okay, Karen. Please take your note to the front of the room. I think we'll do like a real pretty velvet blue for the seat. And see, again, look how quick and easy. And we're all done. And they're beautiful, right? All right. So now is when we get to kind of add some fun to it. So one of my favorite, I know, I did swatch them out, but the problem is it's like I don't want to use like a swatch guide, and like I'm like, ugh. Oh, good, Melissa. Isn't snow paste cool? I love snow paste. So, we carry multiple embossing pens here at Brutus Monroe. I don't really necessarily have a favorite. They're all the same thing, really. It's just, you can literally see they're made in the same darn factory. Like, the caps are the same on them. Even the black one, they're exactly the same. It's just, different names. So today I'm going to use the Ranger one. I'm not sure which embossing ones we have in stock right now, but it doesn't matter. You could even just use your embossing, what's the word I'm looking for? You could even use your embossing inks, or, heck, use your use your embossing little, what do we call that? Embossing, the one that comes in the little thing like this. I can't remember. I feel like there are so many products that come out of here that... All right. So what I'm going to do is anywhere that I would assume that there is snow, embossing glaze, that's it. I am going to color that in ever so gently with my embossing pen. Now for this one, so I'm going to do each panel individually as to not run into issues with overlap and stuff. Hello, Isis. Hello, my friend. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit it with a little bit of... So I'm going to do that one with the pen, and I'm going to show you how you can do it with the embossing glaze. Well, actually, I don't even think I have an embossing glaze down here, so I lied. But it's the same premise, same thing. But I can't wait till you see once this is heated up. Whoops, dropping stuff all over the place. Must be close to the weekend. All right. So let's go ahead and heat this puppy up here. And I did use the fairy dust. And can you see the sparkle? There we go. I actually might dip it again while it's still warm. Why not? Because when you want like an extreme glitter, that's what you'll do. So there, so now look at, can you see how beautiful our snow is on there? I just think that's stunning. Okay, so let's add more snow, shall we? Let's do it. All right, let's set that to the side. Let's pray that I don't knock it with my hand. All right. So next, let's see, I thought I had one of our greens down here, but I guess I don't. I'm gonna have to start going through and looking for things. All right, so now, for this one, we're not going to go all out into the... I'm just going to add a little bit of embossing. Like, we don't want it to cover the whole area, if that makes sense. All right? You just kind of want to scribble where the white is. Oh, yes, that's how you make it extra glittery. When it's still warm. Yes, absolutely. Oh my goodness, look at that already. I mean, what a time to be alive. And we're going to double dip this one too, because why not? Make sure everything's still warm. Right? Me too. It just adds so much extra pizzazz and gorgina to it, right? I mean, just look at that. Oh, my word. Hello, Anne-Marie. And I mean, this is what you find on those very expensive cards, right? You find this kind of, you know, glittering and foiling, and I mean, for a very low cost, if you ask me, you can do lots and lots and lots of cards. All right, and then last but not least, well, we'll do both of these, but for this one, I wanted to add some puff to it, but I don't know if I have. Oh yes, layer. I mean, I think I'm going to use this one, and I apologize because this one you can't get. It's Blizzard, but if you took my class, if you did merrymaking, you have it. So please do it. I'm going to use this that has some puff in it. But if you use our marshmallow puff embossing powder, you will get the same situation. All right, so now I want to add a little bit of glisten to this side of our trees, our roofs. And again, remember, very, very loosey-goosey. Because we almost want our glitter, well, we do want our glitter to emulate what our illustration style is. So see how you can see those strokes with the pen? That's what we're looking for. Yes, Blizzard is, so it is a puff, a glitter, and a clear base. So it is what we would call a showstopper. Look at, oh my goodness, I can't say enough. I mean, I know that I'm in the right industry because it doesn't matter how, oh my goodness, I forgot today's free gift. I'm gonna have to run over to my office. I'll run over after we're done with this. After we're done making our cards. It's a good one. It is a 3D embossing folder is the free gift tonight. Tonight into tomorrow. So if you spend $50 or more, tonight into tomorrow, you get this really cool holiday star embossing folder. It's really cool. Right? That's what we're looking for. All right, now that I've gotten embossing powder everywhere, yes, a folder is the free gift tonight. Because we don't have a free gift next week, because next week is Black Friday. So, well, we'll have 6 gifts next week. All right, hold on. Yeah, I've been really getting into embossing folders lately. And I think everybody else has been too. All right, I'm going to pour this out over here so we don't have it everywhere. We don't want to get our powder everywhere. I mean, on a card we do, but not everywhere else. realized the door shut behind me in the sink where I'm washing my hands, and you couldn't hear what I was saying. So sorry about that. And it closed again. Sorry, I just had to wash my hands real quick because I had glitter and gel and all sorts of stuff all over them. All right. So there we go. Yes, it starts at 6 p.m. Look at that. All right. So now we're going to grab our Blizzard embossing powder, and we're going to do a little zhuzhing to this panel here because I want to add a little snow puff to our tree branches here. And again, very willy-nilly, add a little bit to the brim of our house here and the railings. And again, this is a great way to kind of glitterify, quote unquote, your panels, especially this one. I mean, literally, we are using just one panel. Oh yeah, well the new embossing folders that we just recently brought in, whew, they are awesome. So this one is really cool because it has the puff in it. And it also has glitter. So it's going to make it look like snow. Like just a gentle dusting of snow. And I'll bring up the camera pretty close so you can see what that means. And don't be afraid. Dump the whole thing on. It's just going right back in the jar. Okay. Yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun in that watercolor class. If you've taken a watercolor class with me before, you know how much fun it is. All right, make sure we heat everything up. I can't wait till you see. We have a very special embossing powder stocking coming. Oh my goodness, see how that multiplies? An embossing powder stocking. I'm not supposed to say any of this. I'm not supposed to tell you nothing yet, but I just get so excited. Yes, we have a stocking full of embossing powder with a really great price for Black Friday. We have tons without glitter. But the glitter is what makes it pop. All right, can you see that there? All right, so now we're going to cut these panels apart, and we're already on our way to making 4 different cards. With 40 minutes of work, that's 10 minutes a card, right? So 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and that's going to give you your perfect card panels. Where's the secret keeping police? Oh no, she's here all the time. She was here the whole time. That's okay. There's still lots of other secrets. There are still so many other things. So many other things. So see now, I mean, it's easier to see, how beautiful they are once they're kind of separated. But let's take it up a notch, shall we? 1, 2. So in the set, the stamp set, we have this beautiful mailbox that has the cardinal on it, Okay. So again, as I said, in these scenes here, like this scene here, this scene here, not really, yeah, we could put it in this scene, and we could also put it with this scene, but with this one, I want to do well, no, I guess we'll use the same for all of them. Okay, so for these different scenes, we can add this mailbox on top, because again, it's the same illustrator. And I'm going to use... looking for... Oh, is this Perfect Blend? It is. Perfect Blend Scraps. Who doesn't love Perfect Blend Scraps? All right, so let's grab our Misty. And we're going to stamp out our mailbox, okay? And I'm going to show you, we're going to do a little zhuzhing on it. Because again, those flowers can still exist with a little bit, I mean, it could be the first snowfall and, you know, there are still some flowers out there. But I mean, what we're going to do is we're probably going to cut it down ever so slightly. So that I know I did get busted, huh? Well, I didn't talk about the gajillion of doorbusters we have or anything like that. I mean, we have so many doorbusters. We have, I mean, you all. Oh, I can't wait until you see it all. I can't wait. All right, so we'll probably be able to get 2, maybe 4 off of this. We shall see, my friends. But like every day's a new deal. I mean, it's a lot. Just the schematics of it alone. Oh, good call. She said, "What stocking? What do you mean?" That's okay. You can, if you just shake a Dr. Pepper in front of her, she will completely lose her train of thought, and she will have no idea what we were talking about. I promise you, it works. Oh no, where did my Stampin' Bugs go? Oh, it's a big. Oh no! Thank goodness there's 2 sides to the paper. It's shifted. I wasn't paying attention. I got too excited and I started shifting stuff around. It's okay. We just got to make sure that this stays down in the corner. Yeah, it's going to be a big one. And plus I need to re-ink my ink pad. Maybe this one has more ink. Things are flying across the room. Is Robin here? I have. She made me quite a few beautiful ones, but I just don't know where I put them. Plus, there's a thing here for where the keyboard goes. All right, we're still good. I need a new Raven pad, though. I really need to re-ink it. Oh, that's what happened before. I tapped it like that. See, I got to be careful because I'm tip-tapping it, and I shouldn't be. All right, I'd say that looks pretty good. Squirrel passing through, right? Yeah, true. I desperately, desperately need to re-ink. Maybe I can use Simon's ink. Hold on. Where's that? Dark, 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 dark. Did I lose it? How the heck did I lose it? Here it is. Because this pad is very juicy. There we go. Let me grab a new piece of paper because George. How is George watching out for you? Whatever do you mean? All right, grab a new piece of paper. I don't know what this piece of paper came off of. This piece of paper is like, it's weird because it's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like got like color on the one side. It's from something. There's a re-inker in front of the markers. In front of what markers? In the bowl? Wait, what? A re-inker for what? I don't see a re-inker. I'm gonna knock this whole thing over. We're gonna go over a little bit tonight. I can just feel it. All right, that looks fantastic. I mean, when your ink pads have ink in them, things go really well. That's the general rule of thumb. Right? Rule number 1. Ink up your pads. Yeah, I have no idea. I'll look for it. I'll look for it later. The Stampin' Bug just makes sure that everything stamps so evenly. Perfect. All right, so now we're going to do 2 more. And remember, this one doesn't have, whoops, that's not the piece of paper I wanted. This one doesn't have a die because it's so big and bulky, and it would have been awkward to have a die for it, so I decided no. But it's still okay. Still going to work out just fine for you, I promise. There we go. Just desperately looking for another piece of paper. Oh, this is thicker. This is like card base weight. I'll take it though. Hi, Nikki. Oh, great. Are you going to stop by? I know, unfortunately, I wasn't here last time when you stopped. There must be a die under here. Yep. I was like, why are you sticking to that? Oh, yes. There was a couple little surprises, depending on how closely you followed the musical. There was a couple surprises that I really loved. Whoopsies. I'm so not used to using these larger pads. Okay, that's all right. Just wanted to double check, that's all. So I was gonna say I can try to make sure that I'm here or not in a meeting. That's the hardest thing. If you ever come out to visit, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to be in a meeting. Two times. I'm going to see it again, I think. Maybe this weekend. I don't know though. I'm going to lock myself into the house and try to get the rest of the Black Friday stuff done so that I can, because around here, as soon as Black Friday's done, we are right into full anniversary party mode, which is crazy. There's only 1 week between them, which is fine. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. Does the Easy Squeeze, let's see here. Does the Easy Squeeze white glue have a refill? It does dry clear, and it does not have a refill yet. But I'm so glad you mentioned that because we have one coming. That's a great question. Oh, the musical. Oh, my Lord. I've seen the musical probably more times than I can count. Just when it was here in Pittsburgh last time, I think I saw it 7 times. Yeah, I think it was 7 times. All right, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to color all of these the same. I'm going to go in with, this is O2.4, which the actual color name is Macaw. Such a strange color name. But you're going to see how different this will look in front of all of them. Oh, no, yeah. We'll add, I would say a great thing for all of you to do is to go in. Do you all have a wish list? What I would suggest doing is going through, finding your favorite Brutus Monroe products, creating a wish list. And I would do a wish list for each product category because I can tell you we are doing something very similar, well, almost identical to my dear friend Taylor, because I love the way she did her sale, but she did hers this week. We're doing ours next week, where each product category is going on sale each day, but there's also doorbusters. There's a lot of stuff going on during ours. But put your favorite products from product categories, like create yourself wish lists based upon the different product categories. So for instance, create yourself a wish list that's all cardstock. Create your wish list that is all chroma glazes, all mixed media. And I will tell you tomorrow, I think tomorrow is probably when I'll make the announcement, so to speak, of everything. How it's all going to work, because then you'll know which day you have to get ready for, because the discounts, it's probably the biggest discounts that we have ever done on at least most of our products, because there's a lot of our products that really never go on sale, especially cardstock. Our cardstock never, ever, 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 ever goes on sale, so that's going to be something that's really, really cool. But the doorbusters alone, that's going to be a big one, because once those are gone, they are gone. We only order in so many. And the reason I'm doing this green here is because I want the flowers to kind of, disappear out into the wilderness, so to speak. Because that will then, if it kind of is hidden, then it will kind of make more sense. All right, so then we got to grab our red for our beautiful, the star of the show. Doesn't that just, it just changes everything once our little cardinal. Don't let me forget to grab the free gift, because it's a good one. I'm going to show you what it looks like when I emboss it on some of that zang zang ping ping pew pew, whatever you guys call it, that paper. All right, the beak. It's not anywhere. It's much more like the musical. It is nothing like the book. Wow. Give or take, it's kind of like the book, but not much. I can tell you that much. All right, so now we're going to go in with our fussy cutting scissors, which hopefully will be coming back soon, because I know so many of you have been asking about these. But we're not going to get too willy-nilly about this. We want it to be kind of loosey-goosey. Just make sure you're following. And if you cut off some of the flowers, that's okay. No one's going to know. But you want it to be kind of, you know, kind of what it would look like if you were cutting out with a die. You just want it to be, because it's not going to hurt for it to be not perfect, because it's going to be on our background, so you don't have to worry. So there's our first one. And we're going to pop this up anyway, so yeah, it's, I mean, the book is definitely a whole nother ball game. That's for sure. If someone reads the book, because I mean, I read the book in 2003. I mean, when I think it was like it was like part of our senior project. Because yes, in 2003, that was my senior year of high school. Over 20 years ago now. That was what we read, and I was like, oh my goodness, is the musical going to be like this? Because it was a lot to digest, to say the least. So again, we're going in and we're just cutting it out. Yes. But I mean, in the musical, the crazy thing is the musical follows the book very loosely. But I mean, the music is just absolutely incredible. And I'm going to show you a trick with this so that it looks like it's all part of our scene here. At least with the foliage. I don't feel super young anymore. I think it's just because owning your own company, I feel like ages you 5 years. 5 years every 1 year. At least that's what it feels like to me. When I first started the company, because I said I wanted a successful, or not, I don't know if I said successful to it. I wanted a company. I wanted to work for myself by the time I was 30. And I was 29 when I started Brutus, Monroe. I was 29 that December, and I turned 30 that April, so I definitely created my own company. But the success part came much later. much later. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and I'm just going to add a little bit more of this green just to the edge so that it kind of blends in. See the difference between that one and this one? So just going to add a little bit more green just to blend in our base, because you can still see green. You know, most of the time when the first snowfall happens or snow starts falling, I mean, you know, if you're by snow. If you've never seen snow, that's how it works. Okay, so now this little guy is going to go right here, and we're going to pop it up. See what I mean? See how cool that is? And then for these two, well, for this one at least, we are going to stamp the sentiment that says, if I appear, know a loved one is near. And we're going to do this one rogue. So everybody say a little prayer to the stamping gods, because I'm not going to use a Misty. Oh, I don't know who I think I am, but I'm not using a Misty. And we're just going to stamp this right here. Oh, whew. That turned out great. You would think that I've stamped something before. Whew. That was a close one. And then I think we'll do the same for this one, because it'll fit perfectly up here. So let's do the same for this one. Sorry if my head got in the way. There we go. Another perfect one. Oh my goodness. I might try this for a living. Okay. And then for this one, I think we're going to do I am here for you and I am here for you. What do you think? I think that's a good one. But I'm going to use my Raven because that's shady. It's not a black ink. It looks good. We got away with it, but yes, there we go. I really want to use my Raven because it is a deep, dark black ink. It's supposed to snow here too. I mean, it was supposed to snow today. Hold on. There we go. We could have done it down here too, but I kind of like it up there in the corner. All right, now let's grab our card bases. We're going to only be about 10 minutes over. I mean, you could do 8 cards really in an hour. If you end up doing both panels, you know. All right. Let's see here. Let's see. Thought I had a... I thought in this drawer. Nope. Sorry, I was looking for my tape runner over here, and I can't. We just ordered more tape runners, but they aren't going to be here for a minute, so. Okay. So we're just going to use wet glue. Not my favorite, but it'll do. I mean, this glue is my favorite, but it's not my favorite to use wet glue. So there's how this one's going to start. That's supposed to be. Oh, yes. Well, I mean, it's not. I mean, the one surprise doesn't really give anything away, but I was shocked to see that the cameo from Steven Schwartz. I mean, I was surprised at all of the cameos, really, but Steven Schwartz's cameo was what I was very shocked about. And that's not giving anything away. I mean, if you're a lover of the musical, you knew that he was going to be in there somewhere. Oh, wait, I have to go. Do not let me forget to grab that. Oh, hello, Rose. Hello, my friend. Hello, hello. What size is... I'm not sure. I am not sure. I mean, I can look if... It depends on which one it is. It's going to be the same size as the one that you get as your free gift. So, once I go grab that, you'll know immediately. But first I gotta go grab that gift. I forgot to bring it over, and I knew I was going to forget it because I was so excited because I found my mom made me for Halloween raisin clusters, her chocolate raisin clusters, and so I found one on my desk, and I was like, I know I'm going to forget everything I'm supposed to do because I found a raisin cluster. If you come to the anniversary party, you'll get to try some of my mama's chocolate. And boy, are we spoiling you if you are VIP or not VIP, or if you're VIP. Actually, you're getting spoiled, period. Even if you're coming general admission here in-house. Because we are going to get spoiled. With the food and the snacks and the everything. There are still some of the super ultra mega VIP. I can never remember what the exact term is. You get a very special little bag for that. So I'm excited. I hope you all are excited too. All right, let me grab some of my foam strips here, because each one of these is going to look a little bit different, obviously. So see how that's going to pop up on there. Now what you can do is you can add, since it's going to pop up even more than the other one, I'm just going to add a little bit more shading around here, so it's not as deafening of a transition. But for this one, like something like this, I will just cut off right here. She is here somewhere. She was yelling at me earlier because I was talking about things I wasn't supposed to talk about. So she was here somewhere. So if I like this one, I would just pop that up there. Yeah, she's here somewhere. At least she was. She may have left. It may have been time for... It may have been chow time. Yeah, the goodie bags are... I mean, they are 10-year anniversary worthy. I can tell you that much. So there we go. So see how perfect that is on top of there. Now you could go ahead and add additional color or, you know, whatever you want to do. But for these side folding ones, again, I would just cut it a little bit closer. And if you want to, you know, fussy cut it even closer, by all means, go for it. But you don't have to. You know, you want to create that illusion. Oh, she's here. Hello, Vicky. Please take your note to the front of the room. And luckily, you are able to watch this later, so you just missed it live, that's all. When will they all start shipping? What do you mean? I lost my train of thought. When will all of what start shipping? Look at that, like the mailbox is in the foreground. Oh, I love it. Okay, so now for this one, we're going to have to cut it off just right about here. And again, do whatever makes it, you know, makes best for you. Oh, the anniversary boxes. I believe they start getting packed tomorrow. So, Heather, do you have an answer for that? I do not. I want to say next week, maybe? Oh, okay, Vicky. Then you'll take your note to the nurse and then come back. Yeah, the inspiration boxes did start. The last ones just went out. The anniversary stuff, I think, starts shipping next week. I think. Tumblr. What Tumblr? Oh, do y'all want to see the 10-year anniversary? We got 2 mugs coming, too. You want to see those? I'll grab the embossing folder and that stuff. The puppies are going to be like, Dad, what the heck were you doing? Where were you? Why did it take you so long to get home? I'm going to say because I was hanging out with my friends. pups. They will understand. All right. And these, I love these little pop squares because you can just... Okay, all right, I won't say a word. Okay, next week, okay. I know we have a meeting about all of that stuff. So we have our final Black Friday meeting tomorrow because our Black Friday starts Sunday night. Because we go a whole week now. Yeah, I don't know how though. Does anybody know how to change your YouTube channel name? I'm not sure. All right. Oh, I love it. Do you love it? Do you love the cards as much as I do? I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive in the middle of them. This is our removable, repositionable adhesive. So they all stay real nice in place. So you can take a look at these while I go run and get the free gift. What do you think, my friends? I mean, and this was all made with this month's inspiration box. Or you can grab the stamp if the inspiration box is out of stock. And grab the stamp and just get you the card panels. But you're going to want to get the dies too, because when you see what I do on... I might go live tomorrow. I don't know yet. I don't know. I always say that, and then I get so much stuff going. Okay, so everyone, stay here. Oh, look. I wanted to show you this too. So, since we use the Simon Hurley ink, it created a resist almost and made it white in the center with that. Isn't that cool? All right. BRB. I'm going to grab the mugs to show you and the embossing clipper, the free gift. Show you something else that Heather's really gonna flip out about me showing you. But I don't care. It's my 10-year anniversary. What's gonna happen? What, are they gonna fire me? Okay. Oh my goodness, Susan, I love that. I love that, I love that, I love that. Congratulations, my friend. All right. So. I'm going to show you a sneak peek of something that's launching in 2 weeks. And Heather probably already knows what it is, and she's probably wigging out. Wigging out and saying, well, yeah, but this is a collab. This is one of my licensed things. And I'm showing it anyway. So I'm excited about it. I know Heather Collins knows exactly what it is, and she's like shaking. She's quivering. Okay. All right. So let's talk about, okay, so this is the free gift with a $50 purchase. And it is, in fact, does it say the size on here? 5x7. And I want to show you, this one's mine, luckily. So with the 3D embossing folders, does this come with a, oh, I thought it had a piece of paper inside of it. I want to show you, so I'm going to use my dear sweet friend, Miss Gina K. I've never done an embossing folder or used an embossing folder with Gina's, but it says here 3D emboss. You turn it all the way to that. So I'm thinking we're going to find out together, okay? So let me cut. Ooh, what do I want to use? I think I want to use a piece of pretty paper. Let's use some gold paper, one, too. I think Heather's gone. I think the coast is clear. She hasn't said a word yet, so I think we might be in the clear. So let's cut this to 5x7. Okay. Well, coast wasn't clear. Coast isn't clear, but that's okay. That's okay. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and pop this in here. I think that I can just use, because you can just do it with a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 if you want to as well. Different placement of component. Okay, so does this just go in without that? Or do I still, no, I think I still need this. Do I still need the cutting mat? Has anybody ever done this before? Is that right? I guess that's right. All right. Hold on, everyone. I don't feel like this is right, but maybe it is. All right. I feel like this is right, but maybe it's not. Maybe I did. Maybe I talked to Gina. I feel like it did it. Did it do it? You're going to see me using a lot more embossing folders in the future because I love embossing folders. So can I do, hold on. So I think hold on. Oh, I can do this through, okay, so if that didn't work, I can do it in a lawnmower too. So I just looked it up. Oh my goodness, it worked beautifully. Hold on. I did loosen the pressure button. It was right, I think. I just think that I'm not used to embossing folders, but when I tell you, I used to use embossing folders like they were going out of style. All right, are you ready? This is what you get if you spend $50. Look at all of those stars. And the sun and... Oh, I love that so much. 1, 2, 3, go. Isn't that fun? The little stars and the moon, or not stars and the moon, stars and the little, like, looks like the sun. And you get this completely free if you spend $50 or more. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so let's zoom out a little bit and let's show our mugs. So first we have the 10-year anniversary mug. which I think we only are going to make 50 of these. But this is what, so it's metal this time. And this is our 10-year anniversary logo. It's a lot of fun. And it's rainbow. And of course it has all of our most popular stamps from over the past 10 years. Our best-selling stamps are on the mug. Yeah, they are smiling. So this is our 10-year anniversary mug. Tin, metal. Retails, I think, for $15. I can't remember. Don't hold me to that. I think it launches tomorrow. And then we have one that is not branded for, it's branded for Brutus Monroe, but it's not branded for the 10-year. And this is a favorite. It says, Merry Maker. So this is our Merry Maker mug. So if you are a Merry Maker, which I know most of you are, if you're a Merry Maker, you can have this mug to create with while you're making things. So I love it. So that's the Merry Maker. The Merry Maker mug. And once they're gone, because we only ordered in so many of them. I mean, we pressed them here in-house, but we only ordered so many of the metal mugs because I wasn't sure how you guys would like the mugs that are almost like camp mugs, campfire mugs. Real campfire mugs, because our other campfire mugs were ceramic. So are you ready to see us something that's coming with me and Deco Foil? Heather Collins is literally shaking. I know she's waiting. Oh, Vicky, I love that. She said she'll trade me for a tumbler. I love that. I love bargaining. Or bartering. Okay. I was waiting for Heather to lose her mind, but she hasn't yet. Okay. So, first things first, I have one new foil coming out that is called Pewter Lane, and it is going to be so hard on camera for you to see the holographic, but I will show you. I'll show you once I use it on a project. It's beautiful though. And then I have one coming that's called Circus that has these incredible dots. And don't worry, I have things that are releasing with it. So we have Circus. And then I'm releasing, this isn't releasing for 2 weeks though, so I'm sorry, but I wanted to show you it. Then we have Gold Star. And I'm going to show you the different things that we're launching with this. And then last but not least is my favorite, and that is Disco. So I have 4 new foils coming out, and I can't wait to share with you. They're to celebrate. I think I've now been with ThermoWeb for 5 years, I think. Has it been 5 years? I think it's 5 years that I have been a licensed designer with them. Which is still the craziest thing because I remember going to Michael's and purchasing the Deco Foil and being so excited about Deco Foil and being like, oh my goodness, I'm so excited to get the Deco Foil. I can't wait. Blah, 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 blah. And now I have Deco Foil with my name on it, which is, I mean, luckiest guy in the world. I say it all the time. So that's everything that I have for y'all tonight. We made 4 cards. We went over by about a half an hour, which is okay because I think we made some really great cards in that time frame. Aren't they, Gorgina? I know. So that's all I have for you tonight. I have to get home because I have to get back to work because I have to go see my puppies and feed them and then get up into the office, and both of them will be sleeping in their beds. Just happy that I'm home, and I'll be working and listening to some Christmas carols. So I want to thank you all so much for hanging out with me tonight. It's almost time. It is December 3rd is when they launch. December 3rd. I am so excited to almost be celebrating. I mean, we are less than a month away from the 10-year anniversary of Brutus Monroe. And holy cannoli, has it been a year. But I'm just glad to say that I'm still here and I'm still standing. And I'm so excited that we are going to be celebrating 10 years of creativity very soon. It feels like we were just celebrating the 5-year. So remember to create something every single day, whether it is simply a memory or your own ending. I love you all very dearly. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being a part of my life. And I will see all of you very soon.